I'm doing something you've never seen before.
Oh, goody.
I'm turning the most evil Disney villains into their opposites.
Ah, she's better than I thought.
This is how it works. We take a character like Tinkerbell, find their three main attributes, and their key clothes, eyes, and hair colors. Then we ask my art robot Craig to flip all of those into their opposites. Then he prints out the new character as their opposite. And I will be making a poster for the movie Disney Villains as their opposites that you will see at the end of this video. Let's start with my favorite villain, Prince Hans. Prince Hans. Let's get started. What are Hans's attributes and colors?
Prince Hans's three main attributes are charming, ambitious, and strategic, and the opposite of those are repulsive, content, and impulsive. The character's key clothing colors are gray, blue, and purple, and his hair color is auburn and eye color is green. The opposites of his key clothing colors are red, green, and yellow, and the opposite hair and eye color is natural green and red.
Alright, Craig, let's turn Hans into the total opposite. Zero charm, all awkward. He is not going to be the Hans I know. Okay, so as you can tell, the entire thing is off. He looks really awkward, and Anna does not look interested at all. His entire color palette has changed completely. He's wearing orange and green, and his hair is even green, which honestly, he's not Prince Hot anymore. Craig, show me how this version of Hans would totally change the storyline of Frozen.
Instead of sweeping Anna off her feet, this Hans makes her want to back away immediately. He's not scheming for power. He's perfectly happy, doing absolutely nothing. And when the kingdom needs a leader, Hans offers chaos.
Oh yeah, the Frozen movie would be totally different. I'm not sure if it would be bad, it's just the plot would completely change. And honestly would be probably bad. Craig, you started off very strong, so I'm gonna rate this an 8 out of 10. Let's add the opposite version of Hans to the poster. Alright, Hans is officially in the movie. Alright, let's head somewhere a little warmer and furrier. Up next is Scar.
Yes. Well, forgive me for not leaping for joy. Bad back, you know.
What are Scar's attributes and colors?
Scar's three main attributes are jealous, clever, and cruel, and the opposite of those are grateful, honest, and kind. The character's fur color is reddish-brown, and eye color is green. The opposites of his fur and eye color is sandy green and red.
Alright, Craig, take Scar and flip him from the scheming uncle to older brother vibes. I'm actually excited to see this one. Okay, so it kind of looks like he's just chilling with Simba, and it's kind of like they're buddies now, but honestly, I don't really see a difference. He still looks kind of distant. I think the only thing that changed is his color. Honestly, Craig, I think you should have added like a smile or a smirk, just something to show some more happiness. Maybe you do in the short film. Let's see. Okay, Craig, show me how this version of Scar would totally flip the Lion King on its head.
Instead of jealousy, Scar feels honored to serve alongside his brother. He speaks with honesty, guiding Simba with wisdom, not lies. And instead of ruling through fear, Scar leads with compassion.
Okay, so this honestly would be a pretty good movie. Simba would have never died, or Mufasa would have never... Mufasa never would have died, and Simba would have lived happily ever after, and so would have Scar. It would just be a happy movie, and there would be no need to make it because it's just a normal life. Craig, I didn't really like this one, so I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10 for the lack of emotion. Let's add opposite Scar to the poster. Scar is locked in, and the poster is filling up. Let's take a dive deep beneath the surface. Next is Ursula. Ursula's attributes and colors.
Ursula's three main attributes are cunning, vengeful, and charismatic, and the opposite of those are naive, forgiving, and timid. Ursula's key clothing colors are black, purple, and gold, and her hair color is white, and eye color is blue. The opposites of her key clothing colors are white, yellow, and silver, and the opposite hair and eye color is black and orange.
Craig, let's see Ursula's opposite. No tricks, just sea hugs. She's honestly horrifying, so it's gonna be good seeing the opposite. Okay, so this one, yes, she looks happy, yes, she looks nice, but she still looks really manipulative and she still looks scary. The clothing is opposite. She does look happy, but let's see if you can show her kindness in the short film and maybe make her a little less scary. Okay, Craig, show me how the Little Mermaid would go if Ursula was sweet and not scary.
This Ursula trusts everyone, maybe a little too easily. Instead of revenge, she chooses forgiveness and peace. And when it's time to speak up, she barely finds the courage.
Okay, that did show an opposite side of Ursula. She's kind of naive, trusting everyone, but she trusts everyone, unlike the old Ursula, who was kind of apprehensive about everything and rude. So overall, Craig, you did a good job, but you could have made her a little less scary. So I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10. Now let's add opposite Ursula to the poster. Ursula's in, this movie is gonna be wild. Let's check in on someone who loves a mirror. Up next is Gaston.
How can you read this? There's no pictures.
Well, some people use their imagination.
But what are Gaston's attributes and colors?
Gaston's 3 main attributes are arrogant, aggressive, and narcissistic, and the opposite of those are humble, gentle, and selfless. Gaston's key clothing colors are red, yellow, and black, and his hair color is black, and eye color is blue. The opposites of his key clothing colors are green, purple, and white, and the opposite hair and eye color is white and orange.
Let's see what Gaston looks like as a decent human. I don't know, I didn't have a problem with the original. Okay, so this is actually insane because it looks like he's now reading with Belle instead of mocking her reading. And he looks a lot more timid and kind of shy, but a lot more, less Gastonish. And he still is really strong, but he's using it in a different way. And he's with Belle. Craig, honestly, I don't really have much to say about it. Bring him to life, let's see what it's like. Okay, Craig, walk me through how this humble Gaston would change Beauty and the Beast.
Gaston doesn't need praise. He'd rather stay in the background. His approach, quiet kindness, not force. And when it counts, he puts others first.
Okay, so in this short film, he's kind of boring, but in the best way, because he's being really nice to Belle. He's just being a normal, kind person. And I think that's a real change for Gaston, and definitely the opposite. So Craig, for this one, I'm giving you a 9 out of 10. Let's add opposite Gaston to the poster. And there goes Gaston. On the poster, but definitely not flexing this time. Let's rub the lamp and see who shows up next. It's Jafar.
Genie, grant me my first wish. I wish to rule on high as Sultan.
What are Jafar's attributes and colors?
Jafar's 3 main attributes are deceptive, power-hungry, and manipulative, and the opposite of those are honest, content, and supportive. Jafar's key clothing colors are black, red, and gold, and his hair color is black and eye color is dark brown. The opposites of his key clothing colors are white, green, and silver, and the opposite hair and eye color is white and blue.
All right, Craig, flip Jafar from power hungry to palace helper. Let's see his opposite. He is also really horrifying to me, so I'm excited to see his opposite. Okay, so this one is actually pretty crazy and pretty opposite because Jafar is now kneeling to Aladdin. He's bowing down and completely making himself powerless in front of Aladdin, which would never happen in any world. So this is pretty opposite. I'm excited to see this guy in the short film. Okay, Craig, let's see what happens to Aladdin when Jafar isn't trying to take over the world.
He doesn't manipulate the throne, he protects it with truth. No magic, no schemes. He's finally content just being himself. And instead of tearing him down, he builds Aladdin up.
Okay, so this is pretty opposite because he's very supportive of Aladdin taking the throne. He's no longer striving for power, and he's welcome to being just a person. And honestly, that's really opposite. So I'm gonna give this one an 8.5 out of 10. Now let's add the opposite Jafar to the poster. Jafar is in the lineup. Let's see who else makes it. Finally, we have to climb out of the tower for this one. Up next is Mother Gothal, my personal favorite villain.
How you manage to do that every single day without fail. It looks absolutely exhausting, darling.
Oh, it's nothing.
Then I don't know why it takes so long.
What are Gothal's attributes and colors?
Mother Gothal's three main attributes are manipulative, vain, and secretive, and the opposite of those are sincere, humble, and open. Gothal's key clothing colors are dark red, black, and gold, and her hair color is black and eye color is blue. The opposites of her key clothing colors are light green, white, and purple, and the opposite hair and eye color is white and orange.
All right, Craig, no towers or lies. Just turned Mother Gothal into someone who actually cares. This is the one I'm most excited to see the opposite of. Okay, so this one is actually insane. Mother Gothal is hanging out with the king, the queen, and baby Rapunzel like she's her nanny or something. I'm predicting that Mother Gothal gave the flower to the queen, and that's why they're so good now. And honestly, it looks pretty good. She actually looks kind, but not in a manipulative way. Let's see the short film. I'm honestly excited. Okay, Craig, show me how Tangled would go if Gothal was actually the good guy.
Instead of hiding the magic flower, Gothal gave it up, saving the queen without hesitation. She stayed in the background, not as a villain, but as the humble nanny who helped raise a princess. And when the time came, she didn't lock Rapunzel away. She cheered her on to explore the world.
This would actually make a very interesting movie. I would love to see Mother Gothel as a nanny. Craig, this one was my favorite, so I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Let's finish off the poster by adding opposite Mother Gothel. Gothel's in, and honestly, she might be the heart of the movie. Now that we have the full crew and the poster is finished, let's see the whole movie.
This is Disney villains as their opposites. Hans, no longer charming, he's awkward, lazy, and wildly impulsive. Scar, he's honest, kind, and actually thankful to be part of the pride. Ursula, totally naive. She forgives everyone and hides when things get tense. Gaston, quiet, gentle, and just wants to help. Jafar, no staff, no schemes, just rooftop gardening and encouragement. And Mother Gothel, she gave the flower to the queen, raised Rapunzel with love, and let her go. A world where the villains flipped and the story changed forever.